Hi, this is Lorena at Giodone Library. Thanks for joining me. Today we're going to be doing some water candles. So it's kind of hard, but you can see a little fish in there. It's kind of like a little fish bowl. The other one I did just had some glass marbles in there. You can do lots of different things. I've seen some with cut up oranges and you put them in there and do that. So the first thing I'm going to do though is I've got some vegetable oil. I'm going to pour a little bit in this cup. And then I can put that away because I don't need very much of that. And then I'm going to take a birthday candle. So just a regular birthday candle. And I'm going to break off all the wax. So you just kind of keep working at it, pull that out of there. And then you'll put it in this oil. You want it to soak in the oil for a little bit. That's why I wanted to do that first. And then what I'm going to do is take some decorative sand. There's lots of different colors you can do. I just have the white. I'm going to pour a little bit into my jar here. Just kind of however much you think you might want. A little bit more. I'm going to put that aside. Kind of shake it down. I've got some water here. It's kind of hard to see the fish, so I don't want to put as much blue in there. So hopefully I can get just like one drop and see how that does. Because we don't want it too dark. And then I'm just kind of still made it a little dark, but you can add clear water to it if you want. I'm going to put this in first before I put my other stuff, just so I can let the sand settle and it doesn't move everything around. So kind of just let it kind of move. I can kind of move it with my fork a little bit if I want to. And then I had a bag with stones and rocks and shells, all of that. So I was going to add a few of those. I'm just going to kind of put them in here. I didn't want to put these in before the water because the water would move them all around. And there's some little shells I'm going to put in. And you can be more picky on how you put it together. I'm just kind of getting it in there. Oh, that one doesn't want to. That one's got to fill up a little bit. We'll let it work on that. And then I have these glow-in-the-dark fish. And they're like this. This one kind of floats around a lot. So what I thought I'd do is put a stone inside there. And hopefully that'll help weigh it down a little bit. I did the same thing with that one. And you can move them around wherever you want them. I don't know if that shell's going to go down, so I'm going to take it out. Oh, there it goes. Okay. So what I want to do now is I've got like a lid for drinks, like your sodas. You just save one from Walmart, not Walmart, McDonald's if you had one. So, but I need it to fit in here. So I'm going to cut off some of the outer edge. Okay, and then I have put a hole right in the center there. So I'm going to take that wick that I had, and I'm going to put it through that hole. I'm going to take a few drops of this oil and just pour it right in there. I'll set this in there. And there you have it. There's your water candle. So you can light that wick when you want to. I can't do it in here because I'm in the library, but you can light that whenever you want to and have your little water candles. You could do that for, you know, like if you had a party out on your deck or something like that, you could have some water candles out there, which would be kind of nice. The second thing we're doing today is we're going to be doing these no-sew drawstring pouches. So the first one I did, just a little one here, and you can open it up and put marbles, little trinkets, whatever you want to in there, and just pull the strings to tighten it. And you can wrap it around and tie it if you want to do that way, make it a little bit more secure. And you could put beads on the string if you wanted to. For this one, I thought it was going to be a little bit bigger, but I used this plate to draw the outside circle. And then I used this plate to do dots to cut holes. So I wanted it about 1 inch off. So that's what I used to make that size. So if you want to do bigger, you're going to have to do a bigger circle. So I did a bigger one with some fleece, and you can use whatever you like. I love the pattern. That's why I wanted to do this one. You can use whatever kind of string. This one is just like a cotton string. And then this is like a cable type thing that you could use for sewing. So that one, what I thought would be kind of nice is take a bandana and do them. And you could go to the dollar store and get a bandana, or you might even have one at home. My circle's not exactly a circle, so you don't have to be perfect on that, but you could take and fold your bandana and then cut a curve there. So like I've got this one, I'm just going to cut a curve. And then if you open it up and you want to straighten it out some more, you can. Actually, I think I'm going to go this way and cut the curve this way. That one looked more like a flower, which would work, but and just remember, the more you cut off, the smaller your bag's going to be. So you have your circle there. So I have this one already kind of ready. I didn't measure too much, but I tried to go about 1 inch down. Let me see if I can put the scissors through here so you can kind of see. About 1 inch down and about 1.5 inches apart. Okay, so you see those 2 holes there. So I did that all the way around. And then you're going to take your string, your cable, whatever you have. And I'm going to come up through the back because this is going to be an end. And then I'm going to turn it, and I'm going to start taking this other end and putting it through all these holes. And you could use, you could use fleece, you could use felt, you could use cotton, whatever type of material you want to use, you could use for this pretty much. You could even get some suede or some thin leather and maybe even do it like that and make it even fancier. But the nice thing about this is you don't have to do any sewing at all. What I did on the cutting was I just folded it over where my mark was and took my scissors and just did like a little V there, and that made the hole. And you just do that all the way along. So parents, you might have to help your kids with that part. They could do the stringing. That would be an easy thing. It would be good for little ones to do to help with eye and hand coordination and some of that. You could do this for boys or girls. Girls could put their little trinkets in it. They could put jewelry. They could put coins. They could put barrettes, hair clips, things like that. Whatever they want to put in their little bag. And we'll keep going around here. This is what's going to take the longest. Sometimes you got to look for those holes because they try to close up so you can't see them, but just got to move it around a little. Make sure you kind of hold on to this end so it doesn't come out. If you're using like a string like we had on that little one, you could take like a large needle, like a quilting needle, something like that, and put it on there, and might go through the holes easier. Kind of depends on how you want to do that. We're almost getting there, so. And depending on how many holes you have in it, you could have it the ends coming out of the same hole or the hole right next to each other. So, and it'll work either way. Because you just want them close so you can kind of tie it together. Almost there. I figured these are some easy, kind of quick crafts that you can do. This bandana idea, I kind of was thinking, this is state fair time. It's kind of like makes you think of cowboys or something when you see the bandanas. So thought that would be kind of cute. See, and this one comes out next to each other. So then I'm going to tie that. And there's your little drawstring pouch with the bandana. And how easy is that? So those are our 2 crafts today. They went pretty quick. They're pretty easy. You could do lots of different things with either of them, but I thank you for joining me, and we'll see you next time.